Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to use this stencil design here that's in the ScannCut Canvas projects, but use it to make something different. So I'm going to select this stencil candle holder design. You can see here on the screen that it's showing you how it's been designed to be used, so like on a glass votive for a candle, and then at the bottom you can see the cutting file. So I'm going to select the import parts icon, which is this bottom left icon. It's going to tell me it's going to bring the parts into Canvas, and I'm going to say OK. And this is the design. I'm going to hold the shift key down and just rotate it so it's vertical and put it on one side. Then I'm going to come to the basic shapes, choose a square. With the square selected, I'm going to come to the properties box and I'm going to make this square 11 inches. And because I've got the maintain aspect ratio selected, that's given me a square that's exactly 11 by 11. Just going to bring that into the middle of the page. Selected, I'm going to right click and hit duplicate. And then with this duplicate selected, I'm going to come back to the properties box, and this time I'm going to make this one 8 inches. And then close that down. So I've now got this square here that's 8 inches and this square here that's 11. So I'm going to select both the squares, come to edit, align center and edit, align middle. And with them both selected, I'm going to come to edit, subtract. And because I had the smaller square on top, that's punched the 8-inch square out of the 11-inch square. So I've no longer got two squares on my mat. And if I come to the properties box and fill it with colour in black, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so this is the design that was the stencil design. I'm not going to do anything to the height of it. I'm just going to squash it in until it's about 1.5 inches or thereabouts. It doesn't have to be exact. But if you're going to try this and you're going to want to make it smaller, I would suggest that you cut this design on its own first at the size that you're thinking you want to use, and just make sure that it cuts okay, because obviously it's a pre-installed design and you want to make sure that it cuts as good as Brother ScannCut Canvas have given you when you make it smaller, if that makes sense. So I'm going to bring this over here. I'm just going to undo for 1 minute and put it back to its full size, because I'm going to need it again in a few minutes. So I'm going to duplicate it, put that over there. Now I'm going to select this one again, take it down to about 1.5 inches, and then bring it onto the frame. Now the frame appears to be on top because I'm clicking here and my design isn't showing up. So with the frame selected, I'm going to right click and hit center back, and that's now given me the design. I'll just zoom in so you can see. So I'm going to make it a little bit narrower and position it there. While the Flourish design is selected, I'm going to right click and hit duplicate. I'm going to hold the shift key down again and rotate this the opposite way, and then I'm going to drag this over and place it in this corner. Now obviously, you know, you can take more time and position them exactly as you want to, but just for the video I'm just going to do it by eye. So I now have this Flourish and I have this Flourish, both of which are sitting on top of this frame. So I'm going to select everything here and go edit, subtract, and that will just punch these flourishes out of the frame, and you can see now this is all one. And if I just click another square and drag it out and make it bigger and fill it with red and then send it to the back, you'll see what I mean. So you can see now that this flourish and this flourish will be cut out of this frame, so it will give you a nice effect. Also, how nice would it be if you maybe slipped a photograph in the corner here and you just had the flourish coming over, you know, the corner of a photograph. So I'm going to just give that a name for now. And I'm going to save it to my projects. Now I'm going to select this and just delete it for now. And then I'm going to come back to the basic shapes, choose a square again, going to make it 11 inches again. And again, I'm going to fill it with colour just so you can see it. I'm going to fill it with black. And then this time take the design and you can do the same kind of thing. Now again, you can see when I click here where the flourish should be, it's selecting the box. So this box is on top. So right click, centre back, and again you can see the design. And then you could leave it like that, or you could rotate it, resize it, do whatever you want with it. I'm thinking I might just leave it as it is, position it, right click, create a duplicate, hold the shift key down, rotate it again and drag this one up here. You could put one in every corner, and again select everything, edit, subtract, and again that's now one design and it's punched the flourishes out of the box. So again, if I just drag another square and make it bigger and fill this one with red just so you can see the difference, send it to the back, put this one on top, and again you can see that it's punched the design out of what would be a plain piece of card. And again, you could use that as a scrapbook page. I'm going to give this one, I'm just going to get rid of the red, and then I'm just going to give this one a new name. I'm going to call this Flourish Frame 2 and save it. It's going to ask me, do I want to overwrite the project or save as another project? So I want to save as another project. So now when I go back to my Scan and Cut projects and go on my projects, I should have my 2 frames. And those 2 frames now have been made just from a simple stencil design that's in the Scan and Cut Canvas projects. So I hope you found that helpful. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.